I've always wanted to own a sound system. It definitely opens up, you know, a whole other world to delve into creatively. The next day, he linked me up. It was probably like 4 a.m. in the morning. This is kind of where my alter ego get to step into place.
Wha Gwaan Munchy!
Wha Gwaan Munchy!
Miss Munchy, what we tell him?
I hear me, Miss Munchy. People laugh with Munchy.
Miss Munchy!
Are you run the thing, so watch out now?
You know me, I say Munchy.
Munchy! Yell up Munchy!
Wha Gwaan Munchy?
Reggaeville family, this is Summerjam. We're coming to you for Wha Gwaan Munchy with no other. We're super excited. Then Lila Iké Wha place. This is Wha Gwaan Wurl thing. Everything alright?
Yeah, my day buckle like a flu, but you know, we give thanks for life.
So I have to give even more thanks for you taking the time speaking to me. As I said, the show is ahead of us. Everybody, I think, is super excited to see you again finally on the Summerjam stage. At the same time, of course, you have all the releases out that are people celebrating out there. He Loves Us Both is a collaboration with H.E.R that you did recently. Got a lot of excitement and stuff. And this is not the first time that you actually work with H.E.R, right? Because you go back in songwriting and tell me a bit about the relationship and a working relationship you have.
I met her a couple of years ago when she was working on a reggae project. I was doing some writing with her, and that's how our song came about. She's super professional, very nice person, very musical. So working with her definitely, I think after that whole experience, advanced me as an artist, as a writer, as a musician as well. So it's a blessed energy.
And definitely another extremely well received combination you did was the one that you did for XTM.Nation together with Ini Kamoze. And I think the great thing about that he was even super excited to do this collab. He is like a living legend. How was that for you working with him, and when you saw the message, how he received your contribution?
It was a blessing, you know, I'm not going to lie. When I first heard about the collaboration, first person I spoke to about it was Protege, because Protege is a huge fan of Ini Kamoze, right, you know? Yes, so for me, for him to reach out, for them to reach out and, you know, specifically ask me to be a part of a song with somebody like Ini Kamoze, that is a legend that we haven't really heard from musically in a while. I felt very honored, and the song was brilliant. Big up, you know, big up XTM for great production. The musicality of it is awesome, and I also think, you know, if I pat myself on the back, it's one of my best written verses, I would say. So I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm looking forward to the day when we get to play that song together, you know. And I have never met him before, you know, but we talk on Instagram all the time. Him tell me I'm doing good. So for somebody like that to say that to me, it's a real blessing.
Yeah, man, but rightfully though. I mean, doing collaborations like these, also the Davido thing that you did for a Honda stage and Billboard thing, does this bring a different side of you also in terms of songwriting, when you have someone you partner with, someone who bounces back the ball?
Yeah, it's always going to bring a different side of an artist if you're going to be creating with other people, whether artists, musicians, anybody. It's like you get to be in a room with somebody who is also creative, who is also musical, who have inspiration of their own. So when we all work together, it definitely will bring out a different side. Not just people who work in music as well. In general, you're building a house, there's somebody that's really good at doing maybe windows and doors, and you've never done it before, then you get to learn from them. So it definitely always going to be a plus, always going to be a learning experience, and especially working with different people from different cultures. So H.E.R is a R&B singer, you know, Ini Kamoze is a foundation reggae artist, Davido is a Afrobeat artist. It definitely opens up, you know, a whole other world to delve into creatively.
Yes. A lot of artists are also here at Summerjam. We can enjoy some live vibrations that we catch here in the 3 days that we're at the festival, for example, from this gentleman.
This is Romain Virgo, Wha Gwaan Munchy. We're here at Summerjam. Come check out the performance right now. Forward. Wha Gwaan Munchy! You must be mad, you must be mad. Leaders not going like them, no real God. Oh, you must be mad, you must be sick. Hey, who no father God, you're private. And I told you must be mad, you must be mad.
Iké is with me still for Wha Gwaan Munchy. I mentioned a couple of the collaborations that he did recently, and what I've been spotting when I was looking at them on the social media was a hashtag you used, which was saying album season. So what can you tell me about album season by now?
Right now we're kind of in the final stages of the album. I just did the cover before I came to Europe to do these shows, so I'm excited to share it. It's I think a very solid body of work that I've been working on since before COVID. You know, it's been supposed to come out, but you don't know. I really rush music, and sometimes things delay for a bigger reason. I don't think if it had came out when it was initially supposed to, I would have had the collab with her. So we give thanks for the energy, the creativity, the inspiration. Big up everyone that's involved, and I'm looking forward to sharing it.
So can you say the time when you're going to be sharing it, or the date?
No, because I don't really like foreshadowing stuff. I like it to just happen, but it definitely should be out this year. You know, so yeah. Yeah, man.
Can you reveal anything at this point, though, in terms of, saying musical style or maybe producers that contributed to the body of work?
At this point, I would just say, I want to keep the suspension going, you know. But you don't know, there's a lot of in-house work, you know, with Protege and Zion, everybody. I have worked with some producers outside of Jamaica as well, a couple of people from LA and the UK and all over. So it's a mixture of different sounds, different styles. So y'all will hear when the time is right.
Yeah, when time is right, but it's definitely something we can look forward to. In the meantime, I told you already, Lila Iké is going to play today at Summerjam. She's going to be around on a tour. She's coming up with acoustic shows in the UK. And of course, people can also catch you with what I think super awesome and interesting project as well, with the One Wurl Sound that you're doing together with Josh, man. Tell me about this project, how this project came about.
Big up Josh Skints. You know, the community I was raised in, it's a big sound system community. You know, I'm from Christiana, Manchester, so I grew up hearing about Black Cat and all of those big sounds, bass, Odyssey, high tension. You know, so I've always been a fan of the sound system culture. It was really that culture that brought me into music before I even experience live music. I didn't experience live music until I moved to Kingston. So for me, it was always I loved performing around a sound system. You know, I like the fact that we can manipulate sounds and kind of just present the music in a different way. So I've always wanted to own a sound system. And I remember it was like about 2 years ago, my birthday, I wanted to do something. I was in London. I went to an event. There was a DJ there playing and thing, and then I noticed there was a shift in the music that was, you know, kind of more drawing to me, and I noticed that Josh was playing, but I knew of Josh as a guitarist in another band, the Skin, so I didn't know he was a DJ, but I noticed he was playing like all of my favorite old school tunes and mixing it with the modern and just presenting a really dope set. And it wasn't even like a big event, it's just a little underground place that people were just vibing, but the intention that he was putting in mixing and just enjoying the music. And I remember after that, you know, I kind of just got up, went and vibed with him there, sang a few songs, and kind of became the way they call it, the select up and whatever he was doing. And I was just like, yo, after we were done with that, I was like, I think we should do this, you know. Explain to him that I've always wanted to start a sound system to kind of present my shows where I'm not with the band. It's not just Lila on an instrumental. It's still, you know, adding to the culture and everything. And so the next day he linked me up. It was probably like 4 a.m. in the morning, and he's like, yo, do you want to go to vibe some music? And to me, that attitude is always like, I love when people just very intentional and as excited about music as I am, and not even for any reward. It's just something fun that he enjoy doing. And overall, I'm big on energy. So if me and you hit it off, like off the bat, I'm like, hey, let's do this. And within this was in January, my birthday, and by March we were in Japan touring. So it was just meant to be, you know.
I mean, I saw some videos from Japan also, and I was just about to ask you, like, what can people expect when they go to a dance of yours? And I saw some video where you where Josh was playing a rhythm, and you just did a freestyle on the rhythm and stuff like that. So, how is the energy like, and what you exactly presenting to the people? What kind of music also?
So with Wurl Sound is like, Josh has such a wide knowledge of stuff that I don't even know, like vinyls and, you know, the dub plate culture and everything. So for me, it's like Wurl Sound is a project that is just fun for me. I still perform my songs and everything, but you come to a show where it's me and Josh, it's not going to be just, oh, I'm gonna perform and you hear me sing over my beats. It's like we might draw for some old beats, we might, anything is possible, because for me that's like a low stress, less strict or orthodox type of presenting my show. It's really where I get to just have fun. Sometimes I have to remind myself that there are people who still don't fully understand what the Wurl Sound project is, and so they're expecting a Lila Iké show, you know. But you don't know, we still get, what I love about it is that, and I tell Josh to, like, you're such a dope DJ, for me to just tell you come and stand behind me and play my instrumental, it would be doing a disservice to the, you know, the range of his skills. So I'm like, you need to just find a way to present yourself and show your skill even, you know. So we might have a drum machine, I still bring out my instrument, and we find really fun and creative way to still present the music in a way where you're not going to see it when I'm with my band, you know.
I'm looking forward to experiencing this, man. And you mentioned one word, dub plate. So you ever go clash?
No. I mean, we have enough dub plates still. I always say you don't know, there's like, for me and Josh Sound right now, Wurl Sound is a baby sound. You see me? So you have some top people in the game that's been clashing for years that I'm sure them can draw a dub plate and wipe us out, but you still have me that can sing a dub live, counteraction, pan spot. So, but it's not a warfare thing, you know. It's just preserving the culture and enjoying music, you know.
Maybe sometime though, because you mentioned, yeah, it's about the presentation still.
Just a vibe.
You never know. All right. A lot going on in the musical scene. Maybe a clash, who knows, sometime. In the meantime, we have Summerjam still. We have enough live vibes, for example, from this man right here. Lila Iké Wha Gwaan Munchy. I mentioned so many projects that you're involved in. I appreciate all of them. Many facets that you're showing there, and one I didn't mention as yet, but I think that's something very intriguing as well, is your merch that you do, the Wurl Bling. Is that stuff that you create yourself and design yourself?
It's my ideas, you know. I'll Wurl Bling, all of this world thing is definitely, the thing is that people used to call me, well, Yannick, I don't know if you know Yannick, that's Protege's photographer. He's always calling me, yo, he's always telling me that I remind him of World Boss. So he's always calling me Wurl Iké, even before I made it into a thing. And initially it was just a joke. I was just like, yo, I'm going to create a Wurl Iké profile. Then I met Josh and we make Wurl Sound, and I'm like, hold on. This can be a whole other, this is kind of where my alter ego get to step into place. So Wurl Bling, you know, it's just my brand. I love fashion, as a lot of people will see. Like, I take pride in how I look on stage, how my band look, everything. So yeah, man, I'll have ideas. I'll be like, all right then, you know, we need for the show, yeah, we need for all dress as if we're on a soccer team, you know. And so it's jerseys is the theme or whatever. And you don't know, like, we still have to find ways to monetize these things, because half the time I'm just making them out of pocket, and Josh would be like, bruh, I really like that you got me this one-of-one shirt, but we have to find a way to sell this and get the fans to buy it and whatever. But for me, it's always like, I just want to look cool. I think this looks cool. I want everybody around me to look cool here. So yeah, Wurl Bling, Wurl Store, that's like my merch website where you can go and find like very cool Lila Iké t-shirts. It took me a while to, because Protege is always saying, hey, you need to make some merch because your fans really support you. And I'm like, yeah, but I just don't want a random Lila Iké shirt with my face on it and a box with like a square and a t-shirt. I'm fly, so I need my fans to look fly. Yeah, so it took me a while to kind of put stuff together, and I'm still working on it. You know, the stuff that's on it right now, I'm probably gonna take them all down, and when the album is out, create a whole other line. So I work with some really dope designers. There's this guy called Josh Creations. He's the one who did the Burna World. That's what I call it, because he took some pictures from me performing on the Burna Boy concert and put it on a shirt. And I remember hitting him up like, yo, what do I need to do for you to sell me this or whatever? And we spoke about it, and you know, me and him started working. He'll paint on my sneakers. So when I have shows, I'll link him. I'll be like, hey, for example, I'm doing the acoustic show. I was like, oh, I need some limited edition shirts that I'm only going to sell at these shows. So I'm waiting on him to give me a design now. Yannick has also designed stuff. There's other guy called Ashani. So I work with a lot of different designers. As I meet people and see their stuff and think it's cool, I'll be like, hey, you know, make something like, I'll explain to them what I'm trying to get and see who comes up with one that I really like, and then I'll present it. I'll wear it myself first to see how I feel, and then, yeah.
So what is the theme for you and the band tonight?
You know, say it's the red stage. The first time we played this stage, it wasn't all of the band because I couldn't afford to bring everybody, so Protege was already here. So it was Protege's band, drum and drum, bass, and guitar, Monty, Danny, and Kongs, and I brought my guitarist and my keyboard player. So tonight is the first I'm gonna play Summerjam with all of my band. So everybody's excited, and it's the red stage, so I decided to wear something red, you know. So that's the theme. Is a red and black affair, you know.
Oh, sweet. All right, I'm looking forward to the red and black affair, and you heard it that there are so many more things from Lila Iké that you can look forward to and that you can look out for right now already for all of the projects. And for the show tonight, enough love and respect. For the album coming up, all the very best. And then for the flu, Telefegwe, and get well soon. Enough love. Thank you, Lila. This was wonderful.
Love and light. Wha Gwaan Munchy.
Wha Gwaan Munchy.